I just want to come on here today to respond to some comments I had and explain what my process for using AI as a songwriting tool and a production tool is. Now, there's several different ways that I use Suno and AI, and then I make music videos using AI. First and foremost, let me explain what AI is and what it isn't. It's a tool to help you. It's a tool that will help you achieve your vision as an artist. If you sit there and type in prompts, I want to make a little song about my dog, blah, blah, blah. He's a poodle, Shih Tzu mix, and he's really fun, and he runs around, click. And you just let it do that, then yes, that's not real songwriting. But how I use it is different. I'm already a professional songwriter. You can Google Sean Mormello, and you can find that I've had people cut my songs in Nashville. I've had songs on the Texas charts for over a year. I've had songs in European charts, Billboard. So I'm a real songwriter. I can write songs myself, sitting down with a guitar. I can write songs now in my head, singing the melody into Suno and have it create my songs with lyrics and everything. So number one, how I create with Suno. I own a trucking business now. I'm retired from playing gigs, so this is how I have to do it, how I have time to do it, and it's been a godsend for people like me. If you're already a pro songwriter, you don't need Suno or Claude or ChatGPT or any of those AIs to write your lyrics. It's evident if they are writing your lyrics. Then you've written 100% of the lyrics, and you just put in the prompts how you want it to sound, the instrumentation, and blah, 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 and you hit it until you like what it comes up with as far as a melody and musical bed. Guess what? You still wrote the song because you're a human being. Your human input is what the song is. It doesn't matter if a computer used pattern recognition being trained as a large language model to come up with different musical patterns that fit the lyrical cadence. A machine can't copyright anything. A machine is a tool. So you have 100% rights to those songs, as if you have the Pro or Premier plans on Suno specifically. But that's still your song. Some of the great, you're gonna tell Bernie Taupin, Elton John's songwriting partner, who wrote all the lyrics to the Elton John hits, 99% of them, that he's not a songwriter because he didn't write the music. It's still mine. A machine can't copyright anything. A machine has no human rights. So therefore it reverts to me. But that's not how I use it for the most part. Sometimes I do, but I'm able to twist the music. I'll tell it the time, the cadence, the vibe, the feel. I'll even put in chord structures, 1-4-5, or like a 4 on the floor kind of thing, 4-4, 4 on the floor, BPMs, all that stuff. And even if I don't write the music, which is the majority of the tunes, I still have the melody, and it still comes out 80 to about 90% of how I had it in my head, and in the end of it, because I'm a pro and I know how to get those results. The second, so that's the first way I use it. I'll just have lyrics, and I'll have Suno come up with part of the melody. Most of the time I'll sing the chorus in because I'll have a chorus melody, and then I'll let it create the rest of the bed. But always 100% of the lyrics. So that's the number one way I use it. Number two is I'll take old songs that I have on acoustic demo, feed it into Suno, and then mess around with it, twist it around, and have it come up with a production for it. In that instance, it's about 100% my song, even though Suno may change some things here and there. But there's a debate on whether in the United States that's just called production. That's like producing. Producers get a couple little points on an album, but it's still my song if you do it that way. I still wrote all the lyrics, all the melodies are mine, all the changes, everything, all the parts, bridges, everything are mine. Another way that I use it is I come up with a chorus, a really cool chorus, and a hook, and a lyric, and I'll sing it into my phone, with the phone here, with my earbuds in, and I'll sing the lyric and the melody in, and I'll have Suno produce just that chorus up, and I'll get that chorus sounding exactly the way I want it, and then I'll expand, and I'll have Suno expand the song, and I'll have different parts in there, and then I'll write the rest of the lyrics in there, and redo it from there, and just keep working the tune, whittling it, chiseling it into something that's, again, 100% mine, or at least a lot of my melody, a lot of my music, and then I'll let Suno go and create something that I never would have thought of, but I still twist it to where it's close to what I want to hear. So again, I'm still writing the song. It's no different than getting in a room with some co-writers on the row in Nashville. No different, except the AI is your co-writer. So that's pretty much how I use it, really. I use it as a springboard, a co-writer, or as a producer / studio for songs that I've already 100% created. Sometimes I have songs done and I'll completely redo them. I'll strip out my music, or I'll replace sections of my music with something that Suno has created and done it better, or moved chords around, or done things like that, but it's still my song. So I'm not sitting here having AI write my songs, okay? These are still valid human input songs. 100% always my lyrics, because no AI can do the entendres and add that spark and human element that can account for different modes of speech, like Southern ways of saying things, and there's things that humans come up with that an AI just doesn't understand. Between, say, like Northeasterners, Southerners, and stuff, ways of saying things, that the way we spoke in the past, and things like that. So that's the way I use it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm putting out now. This is a creative renaissance for me as a writer. I think it's great. And if you don't think that they're using it in Nashville and in pop music, you're naive, because they've been using it. They probably hit the betas to all this stuff and been using it. If you listen to anything that's come out, you can hear it. And I think a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is way better than the stuff that's on the radio. And so are a lot of other people. And the industry at large is threatened by it. And that's why they're suing them. It's always about them trying to protect their crappy ass face tattoo, non-talented faces that they put out. And I, for one, have had enough of it. I can't stand any of it. So I'm creating my own stuff that I like. And then it's a complete work with the video as well. It's just, if you're a creative person, you're going to create. And the tools that are out today, I think, are just astounding. They're a renaissance, like I said, for creators out there. So that's the way I use it. That's probably the way almost all pro writers that I know are using it. And by the way, every single songwriter and pro writer that I've ever turned it on to or talked about it with, every one of them loves it. They all use it. They see the value in it immediately. The naysayers and the fucking idiots that come on here and comment that I delete, say, well, that's not your song, the songwriter. All the pros, and I know #1 writers I've written with them. I know pros that do it, that have written songs. Every one of them sees the value of it, and they love it. And in fact, what I'm hearing now, the dirty little secret in Nashville is, they don't give you any money for publishing deals anymore. You can't live on it. But they do give you a subscription to Suno. So if you think the pros aren't using it, you're not in the know. If art moves you, if you feel something from any piece of art, and there's some kind of a tool involved, I don't care if it's a synthesizer, it's a drum beat, it's a rap artist that use 100% computer generated beats, and beds and samples or whatever, it's valid art. If it moves you, it's art. It doesn't matter who created it. Okay, I don't give a fuck what Rick Beato says. I don't care what anybody else says. Okay, that's the truth.